Hey guys, in John chapter 12, verses 42 and 43, John has this sort of editorial comment where he says, "And many people were believing in Jesus as the Messiah, even among the rulers of the Jews. Yet they wouldn't take a stand for Jesus as the Messiah because they feared for their own reputations. They feared that they'd get kicked out of the synagogues." And in verse 43 he says, "For they loved the approval of men more than the approval of God." Another translation says, "For they loved the honor of men more than they loved the honor of God." And boy, doesn't that sound like our society? Doesn't that sound like our culture? Here we are in the Bible Belt where everyone and their dog goes to church and everyone wants to check the box that says, yeah, I'm a Christian. Yet who is willing to take a stand for Jesus? Just a few verses before, in chapter 12, Jesus says this, "If anyone serves me, he must follow me." What he's saying is, if anyone is my disciple, they've got to live like it. They've got to take a stand for me. They have to follow me. Jesus says it's not enough to just point at me and go, yeah, I'm with that guy. He says you have to then stand up and follow me. You have to be willing to take a stand for me if you want me, if you want the life that I promise to give. And so I just want to encourage you, examine your life. Look at it down to the smallest details. Are there any areas where you are consistently backing down from taking a stand for Christ? Remember that God has called you and given you and gifted you to live the mission of Christianity. He has a mission for you, and it's to take the good news of Jesus out to the hurting and the hopeless and the loveless and the poor. And so let's be bold in our love of Christ and our stance for Him. Let's not shy away from taking a stance. Let's not care more about what men think of us than what God thinks of us. Let our reputation in the eyes of men be damned, but in the eyes of God be lifted up and high. I would much rather have God think much of me and men think less of me than men think much of me and God think less of me. Let's take a stand for our great King Jesus. Have a great day, guys.